Why do I always feel the need to do an entry dance or something like that? Let's get this off of here. New environment, guys. How's it going? Oh my goodness. Technical difficulties. But we're getting there. Hey, my hair is purplish. Not really. I used a splat color, put it in my stories. Hi, Joanna. Welcome to our party. We're going to unbox some stuff because we got some stuff. But yeah, my hair is purplish now. I want to get it more purple just because I want to. But not that day. I was going to go through these and show you guys last time and I forgot. So let me tell you right now. I used these two small palettes last week. And so you might have seen those. If you haven't seen the looks, definitely check out my thread, my IG. And this is what you'll see. This one was a little for me, and so I added some water activated liner. I've been loving this guy right here. And there's another company that I've not heard of, and they have a liner palette coming out, dropping tomorrow, that I think I'm going to try because it's pretty inexpensive. And I know water activated liners tend to be a little bit on the expensive side, but I love this one. This is from Kaleidos, and it's their Futurism 5, the Electro Turquoise. So it's got that pop of orange. So pretty, so pretty. But yeah, these little elf bite size, these are fabulous. Highly recommended. I have a nail that wants to be obnoxious. Anyway, okay, so I did. How do I check this? Because I'm actually on ID right now. I did a story and I had people vote. So I have 2 boxes here. I have 3 boxes. I'll show you the third one, but that doesn't count. This is the Boxy Premium ABH Takeover. I have not opened it yet. You see, still sealed. I have not opened it yet. I've been a good girl. Actually got these yesterday, and I still haven't opened it. And this is the Juvia's Place, the new launch. Which shall I open first, guys? I know what I'm going to open first. I'm going to open this one. So this, let's hide my address so you can't stalk me. It's actually not my current address, so it doesn't really, well, it does matter because I have people that live there. But this is from Influencer. So if you're not familiar with Influencer, check them out. You can get free stuff to try. And so this is Shale Snacks. This is not sponsored at all. But they, and actually I don't even need to make this video. I'm not making this video for them. I just thought I'd talk about them. They sent me these. I haven't opened them yet either. I opened the box. So these little cashew snacks. This is tangerine vanilla. Okay. And this one is Thai cashews. So that sounds good. I like Thai food. Cool. Pineapple and lemongrass, peanuts, and etc. Yeah, so I'm going to try these. My husband and I will check those out and see if those are something we like, and I'll put some reviews up. But yeah, if you don't know about Influencer, I'll just set these back here, and then you can't see them on IG, but you can see them on YouTube, and then it will look like it's sponsored because they're strategically placed back there. It's not, along with my keyboard. All right, what do we want to do first? What do you got? So Watson and Joanna, and let's see who else is in here. If you guys have input as far as what you want me to open, let me know. What am I most eager for? I think I want to open Juvia's Place first. I put a story out and I was like, what do you guys want me to open? And then I didn't check the story before I got on here because we went out to eat after church and then had to get back for pup. So that, well, actually after church, some people at church were like, hey, we've got some stuff. Do you need some stuff for your apartment? And we're like, yeah, actually we need a dresser and whatnot still. So I'm opening this. I just use my handy dandy little kitchen knife here. Walmart brand, in case you're wondering. Not sponsored. Oh, by the way, speaking of not sponsored, these glasses are from, these are Wear Light, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are Wear Light. Are they? I think they're Wear Light. They could be Pain, but I think they're Wear Light because usually Pain has a PG in the inside, their little logo. Anyway, they're super cute. They look like like little beading. I've shown these before. It was funny because at church they're like, Priscilla always has different glasses for all her outfits. And I'm like, sometimes I pick my glasses first and then I decide what I'm going to wear that will match it. And that's what happened today. So I just wore like a little jean skirt and this top, but then I changed into shorts because, you know, life happens. So if you have not known me before, you may know I'm obsessed with Juvia's Place. I love Juvia's Place. I think they have some of the best shadows ever. Well, a week or two or so ago, they came out with these quads. And I went, oh! And I usually don't get things full price anywhere. Juvia's Place not excluded, but I wanted these. And then they also had a sale on a couple of the palettes that I didn't have. I have almost everything. I think there's 4 or 5 of their palettes currently available, including the Afrique, which is, I think, only available at Ulta right now. But those ones I do not have. Other than that, I've got everything, including the 4 quads. There they are. Kathleen, welcome. And the other 2 I got here are the Saharan. I know these are old, but that's okay because I haven't been around long enough to. I just started this year collecting Juvia's Place, and I've almost got them all. But I want Deuces. The Deuce palette. Yeah, the Deuce palette, not Deuces. The Deuce palette. I keep asking them, please bring this back because I need it because it was discontinued before I came along. Actually, I think it might have gotten discontinued. Like they sold out the last just as I was getting to know them, and I didn't realize it was going to go, or I would have grabbed it. But I didn't realize I was going to love them as much as I did. And then I got the Nomad. This Nomad palette. I'm going to show you the oldies first. Again, my kitchen knife, because, you know, don't try this at home, kids. You may cut your fingers off. I may cut my fingers off. Oh, yeah, the Mint Quad. Kathleen, have you tried any of them yet? I had to get them all. I had to because, well, I know I love Juvia's anyhow, so I'm just going to get all their stuff because I can. I know there's like limited edition stuff. I toss these out. I don't need those. I know there's limited edition stuff that I'll never get unless somebody has it sitting around and wants to send it to me. Wink, wink, or wink with both eyes. I saw that on a post a while back, and it made me giggle. I thought it was hilarious. This is so pretty. Oh, even though this is fairly neutral, so this is the Saharan. It's fairly neutral, but it is just so pretty. I'm going to actually swatch. I'm going to swatch these 2 dark ones. Chad just looks like a really, truly black. This is Chad. Oh, man, that is pigmented. And I barely just rubbed into that. Not the new quads, but I have a few Juvia's. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I keep buying them. And then this is that other dark one. So this is Kia, which is right here. Sorry, it's upside down because I'm just in the habit of holding it upside down and covering a mirror, but they don't have one. I like that, though, because I don't use the mirrors in my palettes. And so when they don't have the mirror, it actually just saves me. Ooh, that looks so dark in the palette, but it's really, man, that's gorgeous. It really is reflective in that nice light silvery blue. Ooh, gorgeous. Where's my wipes? I need something to clean my hands. They're here somewhere, probably underneath my Boxycharm box or elsewhere. Who knows where I put them? Oh, they're right here. Dollar store wipes. That's the way to go, y'all. If you're going to use wipes, get them from the dollar store. It doesn't make sense to pay like, what do they charge like for high-end wipes? Doesn't even make sense to me. Let's see, what else should I swatch out of here? Let's do the Bororo, B-O-R-O-R-O. That's a lot of R's and O's. And then Fula and Skoto and Jamila. Oh, let's do Iman, which is this beautiful, like, white. So apparently I'm gonna pink and red. Well, this is kind of a pink and red palette anyhow. This one is, oh, let's get that a little bit better. That's really a nice bright red. Ooh, wow. I thought that would be more like iridescent. It's just a really It's a satin, like white. It's not silver. It's just white, but it's got a little reflect. That's interesting. I have never seen a white like that. Usually the whites are matte or they're silvers, but this is actually a white satin bordering on shimmer. Those are pretty. Y'all know there's going to be background noise around here because that's how it works. Excited. The Nomad. This guy. I don't do grungy a whole lot, but I feel like that's going to change a little bit in the fall. And I will be like enjoying my grunge, getting my grunge on. I'm a child of the grunge. I invented grunge. Just kidding, I didn't. But my era did. So this is the Nomad. And this is like, to me, the quintessential grunge palette. If you like grunge, you must own that. Look at that. It's funny because the Kim Kardashian palette, the Camel palette that she just came out with, I feel like it's trying to compete with this. I just don't think it can. Sorry, Kim. Sorry, not sorry, Kim. So I'm going to just take these here. So these don't have names in them. So there's like a mustard yellow. This is a matte. This is a shimmer clearly, and a matte. So let's put them on the inside here. Oh, that's definitely, man, that is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Look at that. And then how do you even describe these colors, right? This is so like baby poop yellow in a really good way. And then you've got the bronzy goldy sort of color here that you got to kind of have to have with that. And then this is like a green, a deep green, army green sort of. Man, those are pretty. Look at that. So instead of, if you were looking at that Kim Kardashian palette, I don't have it here to compare, but I mean, I don't have it here, period. But I don't have a picture of it here to compare. But I'm willing to bet you're going to get at least that good of a look from this and the other colors in here. So this one is like a really deep chocolate brown. This is a shimmer right here. Let me see what it actually looks like because I didn't swatch that one yet. And then on the other side, we've got mostly neutrals. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's like a bronze. No, I was going to say brass. That's like a bronze color. Really beautiful. It's not super reflective, but it really does apply very well. Man, those are pretty. So again, I don't do this color scheme a whole lot, but I feel in the fall that may change. This was kind of never my thing. I was all more into the brights and stuff like that, purples and stuff, but I'm really liking that. And then there's a very different color story. So there we go. Those are those two oldies but goodies that are now mine. They are mine. This is the other thing I got. It was on sale, and I have been wanting to slowly but surely acquire their other non-palette items. This is one of their foundation sticks, and I'm really curious about this. I've not used any of these. I hate trying to shade match myself, but I figured with this sort of thing, it would be a little bit easier because even if it's off, I could get something that's one way or the other direction, and then make the comparison. So this is in Luxor, just so you can kind of see. So this is me kind of a little bit tan. That looks pretty stinking good. I'm not going to put it on right now because, well, let's put it here. So that's what it looks like on my hand, which is a little tan. Oh my gosh. I got it on my shirt. That's why I need a bib at all times. That really is beautiful. You can't even, I mean, it just looks like skin so beautifully. I'm going to be really eagerly using this to see how that works, because I feel like that might be really nice in the summer, just to kind of like cover some of the areas that need a little bit more coverage. I'm going to take these off because I don't want to rub them all over my shirt and get more makeup on it. Even though this is like a $3 Walmart shirt, but still, I don't want to spend another $3. I'd rather use that on makeup. Yeah, so I'm going to be using this possibly with this CoverGirl that you can't see, but what is this Simply Ageless, right? Instant wrinkle blurring pressed powder foundation thing here. I might use that right over the top of it and see if those work really well for the rest of the summer, so that I don't have to do super like heavy anything. I know these are very well pigmented, and that definitely looks pigmented here, but I think that if you just shear it out, it should shear out. So I'm really hoping this will be very skin-like, and it looks so far like that's what it's gonna do. So I'm gonna like this. And I will be interested in seeing if I can try some darker ones as well for my, like, more of a contour, and possibly lighter ones for highlight or whatnot. But yeah, yay. So far I've tried 2 other things from Juvia's Place that are not eyeshadow palettes. I think that's it. I don't think I've tried any lippies yet. I really want to. They just run a little bit high, and I have so many lippies, so I've kind of like hemmed and hawed about it, because I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, welcome to those that are coming in. We are unboxing Juvia's Place. Now for the quads. You ready? Ready for the quads? So I was thinking of doing, I may actually go through, do you guys want to see me go through maybe Wednesday and do a swatch party? Juvia's Place swatch party? That would be fun. I'm just going to unbox these, set them right here on my computer that I'm using for YouTube. And yeah, so I'm thinking swatch party would be kind of fun, because then I could compare these to all of my other Juvia's Place palettes, and then let you know if they dupe themselves at all. I don't think so. I was looking at pictures of them, and I don't think, based on the pictures, they don't look like dupes, but there are some that might be close. But it does seem like they're pretty unique. Oh, they're so cute. These little guys are they're just, look how cute they are. I just really like the way, I don't know. I think it's because I'm such a bookworm nerd. I don't know. Anyway, and I like the very book-like appeal of these. So, all right, which one do we open first? Grays. Oops, plastic came out. Here's the grays. So here's what you got. So you've got this light gray that is pretty much a satin. I like that they chose that. I'm going to put it right here. It's a little stained, but that's okay. I like that they chose this as a satin instead of a matte, because I feel like it just lets it be more pigmented, but it's not, well, it looks more reflective here because the light is shining on it, but from my side, it doesn't look super reflective. I might be lying. It also could just be that I don't have as much light on this side. I don't know. Here's the other matte. And my hand is slightly damp, so it's a little not perfect there. But that is such a beautiful gray color. Man, that's pretty. And that just will help to deepen that up. And then there's these 2 shimmer shades. Let me see how close these are. I'm going to try to use these on my other fingers. Hopefully. I hate using my pinky as a oh, I can't even talk. Come on, Priscilla. So these last 2, these 2 look unnecessarily close. So I wish they would have done like a deeper one like this in the shimmer. That would have made more sense to me. Yeah, because I was looking at those 2. They are, I mean, they're different. This one is more of a white, and this is more of a blue. But yeah, they're really close. And for a quad, I don't think they should be that close. I also feel like they could have gone like a blue direction with that, like gunmetal sort of color, but it's okay. Now these are $10 a piece, and if you think about that, four of them, and you can get the other ones a lot of times for $10 too. I think that's what I paid for these. Actually, I paid less than that for these because they were on sale, plus I had a coupon. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, here's the mints. We were talking about the mints. So there are 2 mats in here. They are quite different. So here's the lighter, clearly. I don't have to tell you that. You know that. So this is a light mint green. Let me see if I can put it on this side and you still see it sufficiently. These are nicely pigmented. There that one is. I should let you watch me do this, but I can't really. Just working out like the powdery stuff on it. Those are those 2 together. Man, they are pretty. So Juvia's Place does a really good job with some of these like more pastel-y sort of colors when they do them, because they are made for and by darker skinned people. And so they tend to just have more pigmentation so that they perform better on darker skin, which is great because that means they perform better on lighter skin too. This one is interesting because it's almost like these others, but it just has a, oh, it doesn't actually. It's really, it is very green, but it's like these silvers. Like in the light, it looks like the silvers, right? But then when you turn this way, it definitely looks mint green. And then this one is kind of the counterpart to this more teal blue. So that's the mints. Oh, they are pretty. Not a lot of depth there, but I don't think that's necessary at all, because if you're looking for mints, that's kind of everything you want. You know, I don't have it here, but Elf has those 2 bite-sized mint. They're kind of, this is what I would have wanted those to be. Then again, this is $10, and this one was like $4. So, you know, I mean, you get what you pay for, but then again, this is really only $10. So you can't really say you get what you pay for, and then the quality of this is so good. So here's the Army one. This is the one everybody's kind of going nuts for. And I'm curious how the greens kind of compare in this one. So I don't think there's really any comparison though, other than, let me try this. So I'm going to swatch this palette first, and then I'll put that one green next to it. Actually, I'll do it right now. So this is the quad. This is this one here, right on this finger. And then this one is this one in the corner from the Nomad. So they're similar, but let me put them here. So this one is the lighter green, or the more true green. And then here's the one from the quad, and here's the one from Nomad. So they're different for sure. This is a lot deeper, a lot more of a brownish tone. Definitely not dupes, but they would work very well together. I mean, this palette and this palette would look gorgeous together. Of course, I feel like any of these palettes would work with any of their other palettes, because I think they just have very usable, that's a dumb word, right? But usable color stories. Fun times. So there's the 2 mats. This one is not. This is from the Nomad. Trying to dry my fingers so I don't mess up my swatches. These are the 2 shimmers in that quad. Oh, look at this green. Look at both of these greens. Oh my gosh. So this is the darker green. Man, that's pretty. And here is, oh my gosh, are you ready for this? They do greens so well. I think greens are one of Juvia's Place's best areas, and also reds they do quite well. But they're greens. Oh my gosh. So minus this one, that is the quad. All right. In case you were confused, but that's what we got. And now, last but not least, honey, which is the one I was probably the least excited about. Well, it was the one I was least excited about, but I still think it's very nice. And it is quite different, or seems to be quite different from their other ones. Now this one has 3 mats. I lied. I can't count. And then on the pictures, these 2 look quite similar, but then when I saw people swatch them, they looked quite different. So let me see. Okay, that's what they look like, which is pretty similar to me. I don't know. What do you think? I feel like this could have been lighter, or one of these could have been a shimmer. But then again, they have a lot of gold shimmers too. Let me try it here. So here's the first one. here. Try not to flip you off. Sorry. Oops. I didn't do that very well. This is kind of awkward. Let me do it this way, and then I'll just put my hand up. There we go. Yeah, they're probably unnecessarily close. So on the silver, we've got 2 that are unnecessarily close, and then here we've got 2 that are unnecessarily close. And again, when you get a quad, you don't have a whole lot of room to work with, so you may as well make it good. So putting in 2 shades that look really close is kind of silly. So here's the other 2. This is a really nice, really a honey. It's not gold, it's just honey colored, which fits the name of the palette. So that one is really pretty, almost like an amber sort of brown. And here is that shimmer. That is gorgeous. But yeah, as far as these 2 mattes, they could have either put in like a darker, almost like a chocolate sort of caramel. Yes, sort of color. I don't know. But there are the quads, the 4 quads. Those are pretty. And I think they will do beautifully to be combined with my other Juvia's Place. Now, Juvia's Place is one of the 2 and maybe 3 that I would consider myself a collector of all of my palettes. The other one that I definitely am a collector of is the LA Girl, specifically their 16 pan palettes. I do really like their 9 pan palettes as well. And I plan to get at least 1 more of them, but they're more neutral. I'm going to get the more purpley one, of course, because, you know, I'm me. Sorry, I got to wipe these off because I can't stand the idea of this rubbing up against me and getting me all covered with eyeshadow. So yeah, that is, so the LA Girl I collect, and then that's just those types, those. But Juvia's Place, I feel like I collect any eyeshadow palettes they come out with. And so I will get the rest that I don't have eventually. I like to wait till they go on sale and pick them up then, but if they don't go on sale, I'll eventually just get them anyhow. The Zulu, I think is the one that I'm waiting for right now, or I'm really wanting right now, and I've been waiting for it to go on sale, and it's just not. So I don't know. My skin looks really good today. You want to know what I'm using? And it is consistently the best stuff I put on my skin. Also, I used a primer that I'm kind of testing out, and it is, I'll show you the primer first. So this is my basket, my daily basket. This one. So I got this from Walmart Beauty Box, and this is from Hard Candy, and it's their hydrating primer. It's like gripping primer. That's what my face looks like. And my base over the top of that, I actually used this and I used that. So this is my pan basket, which means everything in here will just stay in here, and I'll just keep using it until it's used up. And then once one of these is used up, I'll replace it with something. But I do have 2 foundations in here right now. But this has been consistently my best. Look at this. I applied it with a brush today. I used this brush with it, which is from BH. Now it's dirty because I used it this morning. I don't usually use a brush, but I couldn't find my sponge, and it had fallen into a box because I'm in the middle of a move, and so the sponge I had here, I'm like, where did it go? So I couldn't use that. So I used the brush, and I actually quite like it. I think it just went on beautifully. But it's almost gone. It's in medium, and I feel like I need to get this in light. So I'm going to put a AOA Studio Shop Missé order in, but that's $1. $1. And look at this. Do you see this skin? $1. And then the Hard Candy, and who knows how much that is. So, but usually I had been using this primer from AOA Studio, which is fine. I think it does give a fine base, but I don't think it gives this sort of base. I don't know. And then what I put over the top is this Perfector. I can't read. Perfect Finish HD powder from e.l.f. And this is also in my pan. So, hola, ¿cómo estás? And it is not quite hitting pan here, but it's going to come down here. So, yeah, so that's what we've got there. Yeah, I really like my complexion today. I think it looks really nice. My hair is an accident, other than, you know, the fact that I dyed it and then kind of just put it up in these little clips. And then I was like, I'm just going to leave it down in the back. And then I kind of did this like little half bun here where it's just like looped through twice. And it's just kind of sitting there, and then the ends are just sitting there. So if it looks weird, that's what it is. But I was like, it kind of works for me. So I'm going to leave it because it's kind of hot. And so she did. But yeah, I will be really curious to try this out a little bit, test it, and see how it works. So I might just sneak that into the my pan stuff and see. Anyway, Juvia! Yay for Juvia's Place. I love them so much. I have heard people that don't like them. And almost, well, I will say everybody that I have talked to, if they are darker skinned, meaning just tan or darker, they love Juvia's Place, because I don't know how you can't, because they're, I mean, these are just formatted so perfectly to just glow and sparkle and be everything they can be all that you can be in the army. Where's the army? No, in the army. Sorry, that was supposed to be funny. Anyway, it's just, that's still a jingle that they still do for the army. I don't know. Back when I was a child. I just age myself? I may have done that. But yeah, they just really are at their full potential on darker skin. On my skin, sometimes the shadows wear me instead of me wearing the shadows. I admit that. But I love them anyhow. I don't care. So I can look like a clown. But if you have darker skin, these are perfect for you. Me, I forget sometimes. It was funny because when I was living in Haiti, I would go and drive down the street, and they would have, like, you know, it was like a perpetual garage sale there because the Western countries dump all their stuff. Little FYI for you, if you donate your stuff to Goodwill or to any other thrift store, a whole bunch of that stuff gets shipped off to the third world, and it gets sold, not given away. Okay. So they're selling your junk. You're giving away stuff that you're trying to use to help charity, to help people in need, which, by the way, aid doesn't work. The reason we have the problem we have in places like Haiti right now is because of the aid. Before aid came in, they were doing fine. They really were doing fine. They didn't need anything. And then the U.S. went in 1915, sorry, I forgot my centuries, and occupied. And ever since then, Haiti has been going because they're a pawn. But that's beside the point, kind of beside the point. Anyway, when you give your stuff to the thrift stores, they actually send a lot of it off to the third world and sell it to them, which then destroys all the local industries, and it makes them dependent on basically American junk. So yeah, don't do that. But when I was down there, I did buy from them because it helps. I mean, you know, they're just trying to survive now at this point, and they don't have other industries. So a lot of these people, they just have to take the stuff and try to sell it on the street. Anyway, I would see like really cute stuff, and I'm like, ooh, that's so pretty, I should wear that. And then I was like, oh wait, I'm a white girl. That's not going to look like me. Look on me like it does on, you know, everybody else here. So I would see it on somebody else, or I'd see like, you know, a Haitian woman walking around with something, you know, that looked just fantastic on her, and I was like, oh, I want to wear that. And then I was like, can't. I mean, I can. It's just going to look really crazy on me, because I can't. Can't. It's not the same thing. Doesn't work the same. Sorry. I was not blessed with the melanin. Oh well. If I ever had children with my baby man, if I had babies with my baby, they would be like pretty little brown color. But you know, oh well, not me. What am I looking for? Where's my other box? Oh, it's right here next to me. Oh, guys, I get so tired on Sunday afternoon, but I love doing these things, so kind of going through stuff with you guys. my handy dandy kitchen knife. Don't cut yourself, kids. All right, you ready for this? So we're gonna get into Boxycharm Premium. I'm just gonna do both of these. I was gonna do just one and then do a try on, and I still might do that. So you guys let me know what you think. So I'm thinking of doing two. One is a swatch party of Juvia's place. And the other is an ABH almost full face. Because I have, besides what's in this box, which I know two things are in this box. And then I've seen some of the spoilers for like, not spoilers, but like variations shown. So I can kind of guess what at least some of the other things are. And I'm pretty sure I won't be disappointed. Well, knowing what those two things are, I know I'm not going to be disappointed either way. But I do have an eye primer and I have a brow product from ABH other than what's in here. And I have one more eyeshadow palette. But I'm not going to need that eyeshadow palette because of what I know is in here. So, here we go. Norvina, Anastasia, Beverly Hills. You know what really drives me nuts? I've been watching some people like show what they get in their boxes. And when people say Anastasia or Anastasia, it's just, stop being lazy with your language, people. Ooh, buy one, get one 50% off at AnastasiaBeverlyHills.com. I might keep that because I might actually decide to use that. Do I want anything? What should I get from ABH? What do you guys recommend? I don't know ABH other than, only reason I was thinking of doing a video that's like things that I discovered only because of my subscription boxes. Because there's stuff that I would have never tried except that they're in these subscription boxes. But now I'm thinking I may cancel Boxy, even though I just saw something that makes me mad. Okay, one of the things, this is the reason that I'm going to cancel Boxy. And I think right now I'm going to cancel Boxy because they just ticked me off right now. They do not pay attention to what our preferences are at all. Okay, so we spend all that time putting in our preferences in the quiz. Guess what? You don't have to guess, I'm going to tell you. They don't pay attention at all. And so when you say, I do not like this XYZ item, they send it to you anyhow. And not only do they send it to you once, but then after you have a hissy fit, they're like, well, you need to go on and update, make sure you're updating your quizzes. The quizzes don't make a difference. Not at all. They send things out randomly. It has nothing to do with what you actually want. I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to show you. Okay, well, this is the first thing that I got. And this was one thing. I will show you the two things that I chose, and then we'll go through the other stuff, which is going to just tick me off and make me mad. Now, to be fair, the two things that I chose are worth the value of the box, which was $35, right? I'm not lying about that. Am I lying about that? I don't think I'm lying about that. So the first thing is the ABH Norvina number 3 palette. I have never tried any of these. I have seen them. I thought they were beautiful. I have seen people talk about them and how wonderful they are. That's garbage. I don't need the outer package. And here it is. This thing is heavy. This thing is heavy. Weighty, weighty little lady. All right, so it has this enormous mirror. Yay for, hi me. Hi, how you doing? Okay, so that's the mirror. And here are these colors are so pretty. I almost picked a purple one, which was the number 1, but I decided to go for this one instead. And I'm so glad. It's crazy to me how much brighter this looks on Instagram than it does on YouTube. So if you're watching me on YouTube, go over to my Instagram and look at the video there, and then you can see the difference. Because it's so much more brilliant here than it is on YouTube. And neither one of them actually do it justice. Now this red, I didn't realize there was like a red in there. That's pretty. Let's stick that right here. Okay, nice. Let's do this green. Okay, that red was C2. So the names in here I kind of like. So the rows have A, B, C, D, and then the rows across, and then the rows horizontally are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which are kind of nice because you can find it easily. E1, I kind of feel like I'm playing Battleship though. E1, this is not super pigmented, but it did glide on smoothly, which is good because that means I can hopefully build it up. I'm going to try a couple of these yellows / greens. So E4 is this brighter, like canary yellow here. Let me smooth that out a little bit. Yeah, that's a nice yellow. It's not super pigmented, but it's nicely pigmented. Spring grass green. So those are really pretty. This is such an interesting, I feel like this color story, even though it's a little scattered, it really makes sense to me. Here's E3, which is this kind of peachy orange, mango, papaya, sort of papaya, that's what it is. Sort of look there. And then I'm going to try a couple of the shimmers, a few of the shimmers. There aren't that many shimmers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's it. And then B2 has just a little bit of reflect in it, but I'm actually surprised. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. That's B1. I know a lot of you guys have already seen this, so this is maybe not that exciting to you, and you might even have this. I don't. So this is a $60 palette. I do want their number 5 that just came out. I'm going to go right over my tattoo with these. There's that gorgeous one. That's B1. Then we have C1 right below that. There's another one I want to put next to that and see how close they are. And then this is D2. Oh, wait, maybe that was the one I was going to compare. They're similar. Those two are similar. Probably not necessary, but that's okay. C5 right here. Those shimmers are really, really pretty. Really, really pretty. Welcome to everybody else that's coming in. I'm not really paying a ton of attention to people coming in. So, hi. Welcome to my live. This is what I do. I just get on here and I just talk. And I show you junk that I've gotten. I'm going to try this D4 because I don't think I did that. Okay, so I've got E5, D5, and D4. Should I put them here? E5, it's purple, clearly. D5, and E4. So those are the last of the shimmers. So there's a sampling of the palette. It is colorful. Somebody said, they opened this up and they're like, well, it's basically a neutral palette with a couple pops of color. I'm like, literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, maybe 7. That's it. You got it for neutrals. But a lot of people think of like reds, yellows, oranges as neutrals, and even like purples and mauves as neutrals. They're not. But I think we've just gotten way more colorful in our makeup. So, but yeah, this is definitely not a neutral with a pop of color palette. This is a pop of color with a, this is the color with a pop of neutral. Anyway, I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing with that during the summer, spring, fall. I feel like any of the seasons it will work. So the next thing I got is this is the next thing I chose, Anastasia Loose Setting Powder. I don't have to say Anastasia because you know that's who it is. And I got this in translucent because that was what is available. I've seen people like exclaim about how big these are, but then check the size just out of curiosity. Here's the Airspun, the Coty Airspun, and this is, it doesn't say on the bottom here. Let me check the box. This one is 2.3 ounces or 65 grams. And the ABH is, wow, this is 25 grams. And this is 65 grams. It's an illusion. 25 grams, 65 grams. Do you see? Do you see? And it's because if you look on the back here, this is like, this all falls down halfway. Where this one, it used to be when it was full like up to the top. It was full, but this is not, it falls down. Whatever. And that's what I say, like a lot of these high-end brands, they're lying to you. They're lying to you. So anyway, I will be trying this out. I'll actually compare these two just out of curiosity to see. I don't think that I think people have compared that Cotillard Spun to Laura Mercier. I don't know that anybody's compared it to ABH, but I will be curious to try it. All right, you want to see what ticked me off? Hi, how are you? I don't do lashes. I don't do lashes. I wear glasses. Glasses. I don't wear lashes. I wear glasses. That's just annoying. But guess what? I'm doing a giveaway. One of y'all gonna get these. I hope you like lashes. And there's a bunch of fluff. They made it pretty with all the fluff. And it's purple. But guess what? It's going in the recycling because that's where it's going. This is so annoying. Makes me mad. This is actually, so I hit 5K on IG. This is full of giveaway stuff. So this is going in the giveaway stuff. If we have time at the end of this, I'll actually go through what's in my giveaway bag. And then we can talk about, I'm deciding whether or not I should do like one grand prize, like, hey, you win the whole bag. It's kind of heavy. Or if I should split it up into like 3 to 5 smaller ones and have multiple winners, which I think would be kind of fun. We'll see. All right. Anastasia, Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. Okay, I'm not going to open this right now because I have several mascaras open. Although if I'm going to do a full face, I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't need to open it up anyhow. You guys can see this stuff. You've seen other people do this. I'm just showing you what I got. This is a nice, heavy, weighty. It's very pretty. The, raised font here and stuff, and the little variegated ombre sort of thing. Yeah, so that's a mascara. I'll try that out and see. You guys tell me what you think. If you've tried these things, did you get this box? Did anybody else get this box? I was pretty excited. I actually just signed up for their premium just for this box. But now looking at what they're going to have next month, I'm 100% not interested in anything that I've seen. So I'm like, brow definer. So this is the Anastasia, obviously. Brow definer, triangular brow pencil. So I have also a brow pen that I got in, I think it might have been Boxy, but it was either Boxy or Ipsy. So I'll try this and see. The pen, you're supposed to be able to do like hair-like strokes. I'm either really bad at it or the pen is not that great. I don't know. Oh, I have one of these too. So I think I actually have 3 other things because I have another liquid lipstick. I just don't like liquid lipsticks. They always make my lips look like the cat butthole thing going on. I really don't have anything on my lips, so I might put this on just for fun. But this is the liquid lipstick in Poet, which looks really similar to the other ABH. I wonder if it's the same color. But the other one I got was a mini. I'm going to try this on just for fun, and we'll see if my lips look like cat buttholes. Because, that's what you came on here to see. Okay, this is definitely darker than the other. I should not talk while I'm applying this. So what should I get from ABH? What's good from ABH? I don't hear you. I don't hear you. So this is like, ooh. I said ooh like it's gross, but not. I like this. This is dark and cool, which I think is really pretty for fall. I kind of like this a lot. Let me do the upper lip so I don't look weird. Sorry, this isn't exciting. You talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Ooh, that tickles. Do you guys ever tickle your own lips when you put lipstick on? I'm getting performance anxiety trying to put this on while you guys are watching me. Funny story, I almost didn't finish my undergrad because I was vocal performance major and I had such bad performance anxiety. You'd never guess now, because now I don't care. But I bet if I got up there and I was being scrutinized and somebody was like, so we're going to be judging what you're doing. Now go sing. I'd be like, again. Hey, this is pretty. It dries down pretty quickly. Now on YouTube, you see the butthole coming? Yeah, it's almost right away. You don't see it on IG. IG looks so much prettier. I wonder if there's, IG must do an automatic filter because I look cuter on IG than I do on YouTube. So there must be like a filter built in, or on my phone because I'm using my phone on IG, or the camera on my phone is just worse than the one on that I'm using for my. I also didn't get it in here, so there's a strange line, but that definitely has a cat butthole. So I wouldn't want to wear it like that. I'm going to just grab a gloss, which this is the one I have. This is actually one I got in my Ipsy, and that's the 1999 High Shy Gloss. This is like lips, eyes, and cheeks. Basically, it's a Vaseline, which also means it could want to remove this, but we're going to try it over the top. And hopefully it won't try to remove it. And I'm going to see if it takes care of some of that cat butthole thing. This kind of defeats the point of having a liquid lip, though, right? Does it not? Because if you have to put a gloss on over the top, then you don't have matte lips. Not that I care, because I don't really care about matte lips. But if I'm wearing a gloss over the top, the gloss also usually, because there's oils in it, it's going to break down the liquid lip. So then it's not going to last. So you may as well just use a bullet or some sort of a cream-based lip or gloss. Right? A tinted gloss. Am I onto something there, or am I just crazy? So that's prettier. The color's still really pretty. Yeah, so it's this cool tone, like vampy nude that's just on the darker side. That's really pretty. I like this color a lot, and I think I'm going to use this a lot in the fall, but I just don't like that it dries down and gives me the butthole. I don't know why people said cat butthole. Why is it cat butthole? Probably because cats are always showing their buttholes, and so that's just what comes to mind. Cats are like, here's my butthole. Ain't it cute? No, kitty. It's not cute. No. I want a cat. I really, really want a cat. My dog loves cats, and I like cats, and I want a cat. And she grew up with a cat. Her cat, Big Brother. Fun story. Not so fun story. Sad story. How he met his demise. I miss him a lot. He was such a good cat. His name was Chester. I had another cat in Haiti, too. Another interesting story. And then we went to the Dominican Republic, and then I asked for a cat. They brought me, I mentioned this before, they brought me 2 kittens instead of 1. And I was like, oh, and then somebody else brought me another 2. And I was like, oh, we're not collecting cats. And so I told them, stop bringing us cats. I had to rehome the other 2. It was fun. But anyway, the 2 little ones, they were like really mean. And the one, I called her Hissy Pissy Sissy, because she was the sister of the other one who I called Rafiki, who was a lot nicer. And Rafiki was really nice and sweet, but apparently Sissy and Rainbow, the dog, really hit it off, and they loved each other, and they were inseparable. And then when we had to bring her up here, we had to leave the cats there because we were already importing a dog. We couldn't import a dog and 2 cats. So that is the end of our story about the cats. But now I want a cat for her, like a forever brother, sister cat. And I want to go and like get the craziest, most rambunctious one in the bunch so that she has somebody to play with. I don't want somebody too crazy in the house, but I like cats with personality. I like the cuddlers too, but I like the ones that are a little bit nuts. I had a cat in Tulsa, Oklahoma years ago. And I got him for our dog too, the dog that we had again years ago. And I named him Killer because he was a crazy cat, but he was so funny. He was a cuddler, but he also would like, every time I'd have company over, I was like, I gotta warn you, my cat's crazy. He's not mean. He likes people, but he will try his best to scare the crap out of you. So he would like wait until people were going to go to the bathroom, and then he'd like come out and he'd like, and he'd like jump up like as big as he could and just stand in the, like, look like a possessed little creature. And every single time I'd hear like, ah! And then I'd be like, oh, sorry, I forgot to mention my cat. He's crazy. Anyway. All right. So that's what I got from Boxycharm Premium. The box was good. And yet, again, for $35, I got a lippy that I really like the color of. I got a brow definer that I have not tried yet, but I think it's definitely worth trying because ABH does definitely have a good name. And then I've got this mascara, which I'm open to trying, and the translucent powder that is deceptively empty. There's just not much in here comparatively. I think this is just like so narrow in here. It just looks like it's bigger and it's not. Whatever. It also fits on this. They're weird. It has like this weird, like it doesn't quite fit there. Anyway, come on, people. And then I got this beautiful palette. Definitely worth $35. But the fact that I got these and the fact that Boxy is not listening to me at all when I put in my reviews and everything like that ticks me off. I will be canceling Boxy, I do believe, this month. I put in I made my selections for next month, but I was not excited about them, and all the sneak peeks I think are just absolutely horribly pathetic, and so I'm just not interested. So there you have it. But these ones I'll try, and I will have fun with this. And I'm happy to have been able to try the ABH line / Norvina line. Okay, so let's take a look here because we've got, actually we don't have time. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is what I'm going to do, I think. So I have a bunch of stuff in here, things that I've gotten in subscription boxes that either I didn't want or I just have too many of them. And so I'm like, I'm just going to throw them in here. I think I'm going to divide this up, but I may put a story on. So if you're interested in entering the giveaway, I have some pretty good goodies in there. I have 2 sets of lashes, both from Boxy. So if you like lashes, you should enter my giveaway. It's not that, they're bad. I don't know if they're bad. I mean, it's ABH. They look really pretty. I just don't do lashes. So stop sending me lashes. Okay, Boxy? Fine, I'm just going to cancel you. You've been canceled. All right. Anyway, I know that was just a horrible thing. I should never do that again. But yeah, so I'm going to go through that. I may actually add some goodies too. I'm thinking of putting in an order from Shop Massé, and I may do a couple of other. It's not going to be a lot because I'm not rich. But I might put a couple of my favorites in just to be like, here's some things that I really enjoy, and then share those with you. So, but it won't be anything super, super expensive because your girl ain't made of cash. But that's what we've got. So we talk about Sundays. On Sundays, we talk about happy at any size. And so the thing that I wanted to talk about today on happy at any size, we talked about like putting good stuff into your body. And so I think that's what I want to talk about now is basically supplements. I think that supplements can be really good. And not only supplements, but things that alter the way that you feel. And that being said, I have mentioned multiple times that caffeine, I know it does not necessarily react well with me. And I stick to that, but I still use it. I say use it as in, I'm a user. I'm a caffeine user. Not drinker, but user. So I love coffee. I also love tea. I might be just switching to tea because that just doesn't dehydrate me as much. So that might help. My ankles have been so swollen lately, which is driving me nuts, but that's also because of the heat and whatnot. So I just need to drink more water. Drink water, but also I would say make sure that you are taking your supplements and or vitamins. This seems really strange, but it's really important, especially if you have PCOS, as I do, or if you have any sort of hormonal anything. Basically, if you're human, and also if you are on any prescription drugs, make sure that this is the case. So I would say take your vitamin D. You got to get vitamin D. And if you're not going in the sun and, go into the sun a moderate amount of time, you need to have that. You need to have vitamin D. Vitamin D will make you happy. If you don't have vitamin D, it can really mess with your moods. But also other things, make sure that your vitamins are on point. And I have not been taking my vitamins, so thank you for Priscilla. Thank you, Priscilla, for reminding yourself that you should be taking your vitamins. Because we moved and I packed them away and I haven't unpacked them. And we've been here since the beginning of the month. Oops. So yeah, I have not been taking my vitamins. I need to do that. But vitamin D is a big thing. Happy at any size. If you want to be happy, you need to make sure that you are getting the nutrients that your body needs. Vitamin D, the best source of that is to go out and say hello to the sun. Eat bananas. Bananas are really good. Potassium is really good to make you happy and healthy and just feel good. Eggs are good because they're full of protein, but they're also full of iron and that sort of thing. And I know they got a bad name for. It's funny because people go, everything is trends. So they'll be like, oh, this is bad for you. Don't eat XYZ. And then like a few years later, oh, we had a study that this is great for you. So only eat that. And then it's like people go to extremes. So make sure you're having water, because if you're dehydrated, you are not going to feel good about yourself. I'll drink to that. I have the rest of my price tag down here for my Walmart cup. I took part of it off, but it didn't all come off. There we go. And yeah, so make sure you're taking your vitamins, and particularly vitamin D, especially if you are concerned about COVID or anything else. You should absolutely be taking vitamin D. It's the number one most important thing. And one of the dumbest things they did with COVID is tell people to sit in the house and do nothing, which is really kind of what they did, and wear masks and everything. We need fresh air. We need to get out. We need to build our immune systems. We need to be eating fruits and vegetables and protein and all that good stuff. So if you want to be happy at any size, not healthy, you'll be healthier too, but happier, which is really ultimately what really matters. Who cares if you're healthy or not if you're not happy, right? And so if you're happy, you will be healthier, because when you're happier, you're going to get your butt off the couch more and do more stuff and be active and have a healthy relationship with whoever is in your life and whatnot. So does that make sense? But yeah, vitamin D, really big. Also other vitamins, but vitamin D, I would say, is the one that really has made an impact in me. And that especially is because of my PCOS. So if you have PCOS, definitely be taking your vitamin D. Priscilla, take your vitamin D, dang it. All right, that's all I've got. This was fun, exciting. I'm going to do another live stream that is completely different for what I do on the weekends. If you're interested in that, there is a Facebook group called The Previls, Previls. That is for my husband and I and the work that we do in Haiti and in Minnesota and elsewhere. And that can give you an idea. But I'm going to zoom over there and talk to people about what we're doing. And I will see you guys in the next one on Wednesday at 9-ish, sort of thing. At that point, or before that, follow my stories on IG, because I'm going to be asking people, do you want to see full face of ABH, full-ish face of ABH, or do you want to see a swatch party from Juvia's place and maybe 2 looks? We'll see. So let me know what is your preference, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. That would be more effective if I actually could just close it at the same time, but I can't do that. So.